face width to height ratio is actually a pretty big deal when it comes to male attractiveness. Faces that are wider tend to look more masculine, emphasizing a more dimorphic look and even hinting at higher testosterone levels. They also make your overall face appear more balanced. Now, if your face is on the narrower or longer side, don't worry because it's not entirely over. You can actually make it look wider without surgery using some simple softmaxing methods. So, in this video, I'm going to share a few realistic ways to move toward a wider, more ideal face width to height ratio and enhance your overall facial balance. One of the best starting points for improving your face width to height ratio is actually just gaining healthy weight. People with really narrow faces are often on the skinnier side, which naturally makes their face look longer and more narrow. By gradually adding some lean muscle and a little bit of fat, you can increase the thickness of the soft tissue around your cheekbones and jaw, subtly widening your face, usually by a few millimeters on each side. Even 2 to 4 millimeters might not sound like much, but it can make a noticeable difference in photos and in real life. Unless you have the craniofacial features of a model that can allow you to stay extremely lean while still looking good, which you probably don't, since you're watching this video, you should aim for a slightly higher body fat percentage than that of a model. So, around 10 to 15% body fat for men is a sweet spot where your face fills out nicely without looking overly soft. If you're higher than that, it's okay. Just try to cut to this range so your face stays defined and balanced. For example, someone who's 5 feet 10 inches and 120 pounds is very underweight. If they gradually added around 30 pounds, their face would start to look wider while still staying lean. The key isn't to bulk up a lot. It's just to reach a healthy body fat range where your face isn't overly thin. Eating enough protein, hitting your calories, and doing some strength training naturally fills out the cheeks and jaw. The jaw looks slightly fuller, the cheeks gain a bit more volume, and it still looks natural. The only minor trade-off is that adding soft tissue can make the face slightly less sharp along the jawline and hollow cheeks. But, as a starting point, increasing healthy weight improves balance and proportion, giving your face a more harmonious overall look. Another thing that actually works is training your masseter muscles, the ones along your jawline, because even small increases in size can make your jaw look wider and more defined and help balance out a longer or narrower face. Even 2 to 3 millimeters of growth on each side over time can noticeably change overall proportions, though in the first 1 to 3 months, most people only see very subtle changes, usually around approximately 1 to 2 millimeters per side early on, depending on genetics, starting size, and consistency. A lot of people worry about myths, saying that having high or low set masseters means training them will make you look bad or bloated. But that's not true at all. Whether your masseters look high or low is just based on how long your ramus is, not the muscle itself. Now, masseter hypertrophy can be especially helpful if your jaw is noticeably narrower compared to your zygos. Since a bit of added width can improve overall balance, the key is just making sure the masseter development stays proportional and doesn't end up exceeding the width of your zygos. A lot of people use hard jawline gum since it's tougher to chew and actually gives those muscles a real workout. To use it effectively, start with 5 to 10 minutes per day, chewing slowly and deliberately. Focus on chewing evenly on both sides, but try giving your non-dominant side a bit more attention to help with symmetry so everything looks more balanced. Gradually, you can increase your chewing time to 15 to 20 minutes per day, but never overdo it. Chewing hard for hours every day can lead to jaw tension, headaches, or TMJ discomfort, which defeats the whole point. The goal is subtle growth over time, not turning your jaw into a brick. You also want to keep proportions in mind, because if the masseter gets too big compared to your zygos, the lower face can start to overpower the midface, and it can look a little uncanny instead of balanced. A strong jaw looks best when it supports your cheekbones, not when it completely dominates them, so keeping it moderate is key. Small changes over months can make a real difference, especially when combined with healthy weight gain. Romulus, a well-known Looksmaxxer, also trained his masseters as part of his overall routine, and he ascended from it. Now, the key takeaway is keeping things proportional and not overdoing it. If you stay consistent and reasonable, it can be a solid long-term addition to everything else you're doing. Just like training your masseters can subtly improve your jawline and overall facial balance, there are other simple tweaks that can make a narrow face appear wider. One of the easiest ways to do this is through your hairstyle. Hair is actually huge for making a narrow face look wider. The trick is adding volume to the sides or back, not just on top. Medium-length cuts with some texture spread fullness around your temples and ears, which makes your face look wider naturally. Curtain bangs, or a middle part, can also help frame your face better. Low tapers with some side volume give structure without making your head look top-heavy. On the flip side, really tight fades, high fades, or shaved sides just make narrow faces look even thinner. So, just placing your hair volume the right way can make a noticeable difference, even if your bone structure stays the same. To wrap it up, small changes in your lifestyle, grooming, and styling can subtly improve how balanced your face looks over time. There's no need to stress about perfection. This is all about gradual, realistic improvement and working with what you already have. Stay consistent, keep things healthy, and focus on becoming a more confident version of yourself.